Hey guys, Rain here. Get ahead of the Christmas shopping spree with this list of the upcoming games for December 2018 on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Here they are, arranged by their release dates. Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. For those who enjoyed Lizard Cube's Wonder Boy saga, this might be worth checking out. Competing for that same price in the market, Monster Boy is another platform action adventure for your collection. Take on the shoes of the brave protagonist as he fights against fantastical creatures with his powers of transformation. Upping their presentation, the game leans toward hand-drawn animations that will feel more familiar for fans of the Lizard Cube title. Cursed as the eponymous kingdom is, it looks a delightfully vibrant title. Playing at full HD and 60 FPS, it's set to release on the PS4 and Xbox One on December 4. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden. If their cinematic trailers are anything to go on, the Bearded Lady's RPG adventure is looking pretty damn good. And it makes pretty good use of anthropomorphic animals to give it that gritty storybook feel. What's not too obvious in the cinematic is their strategic elements. Primarily inspired by the classic turn-based strategy XCOM, Mutant Year Zero is an attempt at elevation, adding story, exploration, stealth, and RPG elements to the turn-based shootouts. Boasting a few designers and developers from familiar names like Hitman and Payday, it's safe to say these guys have a good eye for gaming. It's set to release this December 4th on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
I just want to get rid of the Pyro. He is surprisingly annoying. 75%, 55% chance. Let's try that. Didn't really need the critical on him. It's just good to get rid of him. You see, he drops his Molotov as well. So that's also kind of going to block the path of those enemies. They won't want to come and flank us.
Just Cause 4. Agent Rico Rodriguez returns in this chaotic new entry in the Just Cause series. Prepare yourself for another game where everything can blow up into pieces. Square Enix promises a more destructive and ridiculous world this time around. Travel to South America in the middle of a civil unrest. Combine that with bad weather and you're in for a chaotic playground once again. Use your trusty grappling hook to defy the laws of physics and navigate around its sprawling open world. Soar through the thundering skies with your wingsuit or use this deadly weather to your advantage to take down your enemies. It's creative destruction at its finest, and it's coming out on December 4, 2018 on the PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Override Mech City Brawl. A large serving of mech battles is coming right up. From the Balance Incorporated comes a new challenger in the fight of mecha video game supremacy. Far from the genre's usually sharp-edged looks, Override puts on a more friendly 3D cartoon style for their array of supersized robo-suits. With such a diverse lineup to choose from, it really feels like a mech counterpart to Nintendo's own Super Smash. Take them to the citywide ring and complete locally and online in co-op or versus modes. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on December 4.
Boom! I tried to... Oh no!
Yes!
No!
Yes!
No!
Perfect.
No!
Perfect.
I did not pay attention to
This
the health.
could not have worked out better. Bang bang!
Shoot!
Persona Dancing Endless Night Collection. When it comes to the king of spin-offs, Altus doesn't disappoint. This massive collection of 3 of their Persona rhythm games can make you squeal like a shadow after an all-out attack. Experience the Club Velvet VIP treatment as you jam out to your favorite Persona music from Persona 3, Dancing in Moonlight, Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight, and as well as a classic Persona 4, Dancing All Night. Meet your favorite characters from these amazing entries, but without the deep turn-based RPG elements. The good news is the PlayStation Vita has a chance to be relevant again, and you get to listen and dance to your favorite Persona tunes. It comes out this December 4, 2018 on the PlayStation Vita.
Well, time to perform. I'll show you what I'm capable of. Have you been captivated? I'm still really worked up. I could get used to this. A stunning performance. Not bad at all.
Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales. The Witcher world is back. CD Projekt Red takes us back to the dark fantasy world of Geralt of Rivia. This massive open-world RPG deviates from its usual hack-and-slash combat. This standalone entry takes us to the life of Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia, and it incorporates the card-based gameplay from its recent update of Gwent: Homecoming. Help Queen Meve as she makes tough decisions in a kingdom on the verge of chaos. Question the allegiance of your comrades and ease the tensions between the power-hungry Nilfgaardian Empire and the Northern Realms. This brand new epic tale takes you to the never-before-seen lands from the Witcher world, including Lyria, Mahakam, and more. Prepare for war and use your card-based strategies to dominate the battlefield. Solve its myriad of puzzles reminiscent to the original Gwent from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It comes out this December 4 on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox
Decide
One.
to attack your foes head-on, or employ underhanded tactics and ambushes. You're in the world of The Witcher, so your choices will have meaningful consequences affecting your army's morale. A wise queen knows how to empower her force, but make one bad decision and all you will have built could end up a shambles.
Atelier Arland Series Deluxe Pack. Koei Tecmo America brings this deluxe package of the magic-filled Arland series to Western shores. For the uninitiated, the Arland series comprises of 3 remastered Atelier titles revolving around Urona, Totori, and Meruru. Known respectively as The Alchemist, Adventurer, and Apprentice, these 3 role-playing games revolve around turn-based battles, visual novel-style storytelling, and of course, alchemy. This deluxe package will also come with a bunch of extra DLCs. The complete Arland series experience for less, it's set to release on the PC and PS4 on December 4. Smash Hit Plunder. While we're on the subject of magic, there's more that's coming up in this Smashing VR title. In it, you play as a mage that's just inherited a great ancestral home. The twist is you also inherited the great debt that comes with it. Leave no Vexel Stone unturned as you pillage the castle while hiding from your ghostly collector. According to Eurogamer, what sets it apart is its innovative use of the PlayStation's share screen, which lets up to 3 other players to take part in the looting in isometric view. As awkward as some of its control scheme is, it's still a pretty neat way to push the boundaries of VR. It's set to release on the PlayStation 4 on December 4th. Are you wondering why there are no Switch games on this list? Don't worry, they'll have their own videos, so watch out for that one. Otherwise, you can get some of these games by clicking the links provided in our description box. Before I continue, if you want to watch me and the rest of the What to Play gang play the latest and greatest games, head on over to What to Play Live, link right over here. Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. Definitely not a surprise, and we did see this coming. Alta's latest rhythm game takes you to the world of the Phantom Thieves. This spin-off of the critically acclaimed JRPG is a rhythm game. Groove to the jazzy sounds of the Persona 5 world and meet your favorite thieves as they strut their best dance moves. Like its first game, hit the notes in time in a 6-button system. Players can listen to brand new remixed versions of their favorite Persona songs and dive right into the mesmerizing nostalgia yet again. It comes out this December 4 on the PlayStation 4.
Beautiful. Just beautiful.
If Yusuke says it, it must be true.
I was mesmerized.
I knew you'd be great. Thanks. You're so dazzling. That was awesome. Thanks.
Persona 3 Dancing in Moonlight. The other side of the coin, releasing on the same day as Dancing in Starlight, Dancing in Moonlight is all about the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, or SEES, from Persona 3. Burn the midnight dread as they dance to the beat of their iconic songs including Mass Destruction, Burn My Dread, and so much more. Meet your favorite Gekugan High Persona users once again and enjoy this hefty addition to the Persona 3 universe. It comes out this December 4 on the PlayStation 4.
You're right on point. Yes, excellent rhythm. Nice, keep it up. We're doing okay.
Arca's Path. Another one for the VR. If you're familiar with physics-based platforming games like Hamster Ball and Super Monkey Ball, Arca's Path is a bit like that but with an artistic sci-fi spin. Wrapped in majestic pastel visuals and backed by a relaxing soundtrack, the game seems endlessly inviting. Adding to that, the game also has an intuitive controls that anyone can learn. Put on your VR gears and steer through the crumbling, obstacle-laden levels using only your gaze. While it doesn't reinvent the wheel, Arca's Path seems like a great use of the VR platform, and it's set to release on the PC and PS4 on December 4. Jagged Alliance Rage. Trying their hand at resurrecting a beloved turn-based title, Cliffhanger Productions has got some big shoes to fill. That's especially true for a series that's seen a lot of disappointing spin-offs. Rage, in its current unreleased form, seems to have been written off by most fans already on the grounds of it not being so impressive art direction-wise. Set 20 years after the first title, the game sees you controlling a few seasoned mercenaries against a drug overlord's army. While it's far away from the dream of a Jagged Alliance 2 remake, it's at least a decent title, if you look at it as a fresh take on the series. It's set to release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One this December 6th.
How good.
The Last Remnant Remastered. 10 years late, one of Square Enix's well-received JRPGs is finally coming to modern consoles in pure remastered form. Help the Sykes in their quest to prevent the world from collapsing. Engage in a unique turn-based mechanic that uses commands and symbols. Although it wasn't the best Square Enix game ever, it's certainly a good JRPG that adds a new journey for us to soak hours and hours into. It comes out this December 6 on the PlayStation 4.
そういう意味で言ったら、なんだろう、10年前はプレイヤーの皆さんを信用して、これ面白いと思ってもらえる人たちがいっぱいいると思って作りましたからね。
そうですか。
はい。
そのうちの一人です。
ありがとうございます。
どうですか。じゃあまあそうですね。
Katamari Damacy Reroll. Another remake for the books, Bandai Namco rolls out a fully made-over Katamari game for the PC. Building on their 2004 third-person puzzler for the PlayStation 2, the Clumped Spirits are taking their cosmic restoration missions to the modern generation. Now remade fully HD, the world is looking sparkly and new. Roll your ball around with a pint-sized prince and collect objects using nothing but directional keys. It's not exactly an all-new title, but it's a great way for new and old fans to get into the ball-rolling, object-collecting excitement. With some reviewers already complaining about fuzzy controls, we'll have to find out for ourselves once it releases on the PC on December 7th.
To boldly do your best.
Earth Defense Force 5. These crawlies are more than just creepy. Released in Japan late last year, Earth Defense Force 5 is up for Western localization. There's still more of the same humans versus gigantic swarm of insects in store for you. This installment ups the ante with improved graphics and, yes, even more weapons. Building a name for themselves with its campy B-horror plot, ADF5 is great for mindless arcade shooting action. It'll be all the more enjoyable with co-op modes for up to 4 players, or with offline split-screen mode. So raise your guns to the sky and just shoot it out with whatever massive insects that's in your crosshairs. It's coming out on the PS4 this December 11.
Monsters!
Danger! Let's go for help! Go in for backup!
Insurgency Sandstorm. Focus Home Interactive's tactical FPS may have faced a recent delay, but that only means more time to smooth things out. The Insurgency series aims to bring the best of both tactical military simulations and fast-paced shootouts into one package. Starting out as a humble Half-Life 2 mod, Sandstorm shows just how much they've come. Despite some performance issues, there have been plenty of positive reviews coming out for their beta phase. Fast-paced and visceral, it's set to release on the PC on December 12th. Borderlands 2 VR. Following hot on the heels of other RPG franchises, Gearbox also takes their cel-shaded FPS to the realm of virtual reality. Already built in first-person perspective, it was only a matter of time for the critically acclaimed shooter. What might disappoint fans is its switch to a fully single-player experience, bringing immersion to an all-time high, dive into the world of Pandora, and have a badass, mega fun time with their take on bullet time action. This VR release updates the base game's co-op reliant features like Maya's res abilities, and on top of that, will let you rack up the kill counts with first-person driving. It's set to release on the PS4 on December 14th. Hello Neighbor, Hide and Seek. Remember that creepy AI-based horror game about a neighbor that's always one step ahead of you? There's a prequel coming! Find out what happens right before the events of main game and why there's a mysterious neighbor is always so paranoid. As per usual, the game excels in its responsive AI. Your main goal is to hide and seek. Control the neighbor's daughter as she hides and seeks for stuffed animals and find the origin story that ties into the original game. Players can download the free alpha and enjoy the horrors that await them. It comes out sometime this December on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Desert Child. A chip off the old Kickstarter block, Oscar Britton's racing RPG has no shortage of style. For starters, the game seems to rock its pixel aesthetics. While it's an art style that's been used and abused by indie developers all over the world, it seems to encapsulate the cool, laid-back, and almost hipstery feel of Desert Child. Centered on a not-so-distant future filled with hoverboarding and ramen eating, it's really more than a racing game. Packed with minigames and quirky humor, bump up your racing career by stealing parts, delivering pizzas, and winning races on the side. After the delays, the dev has announced the beta is coming in days. Hopefully full release on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One sometime this December. And those are the upcoming games for December 2018 sans the Nintendo Switch games. Let us know what you think in the comment section below. And if you love this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to become a certified What's a Player, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye!